So we are on our way to Poland. We think it's a lot better to check it out and know what's happening, because we feel like it's not as safe as people say it is anymore.
The segregation was clear. You had to stay there for days and other people are allowed to pass.
This video at a Ukraine-Romanian border shows an official in uniform kicking black students.
These students have attempted to flee to safety only to be caught in the grips of racism.
There are students, thousands of them, trapped.
It is always a struggle. We're always being oppressed. That's the fact of the matter. And in a time of war, racism raises its ugly head, and it becomes more visible.
Before Russia invaded Ukraine, the country was home to over 76,000 foreign students. Nearly a quarter were from African countries.
I went to Ukraine in 2019. As a Nigerian, I would say that's one of the most affordable places for Nigerians to go to. That's why we have a lot of students there. Ukraine is one of the places that I found myself just living a normal life.
But before the invasion began on February 24th, many African students reported experiencing outward racism and discrimination, including being denied aid as they tried to leave the country.
There was a lot of confusion in the air because days leading to the, me leaving Ukraine, schools telling you that, you just have to calm down. There's nothing to worry about. We started looking for ways to leave the country. So first we tried the train station. We bought a couple of tickets, and then unfortunately we couldn't get on the train because there were like so many people. They were pushing people out, they were selecting. The segregation was there was racism.
AJ couldn't make it onto the train, so he took a taxi with 4 other students towards the Polish border.
We are finally dropping here because there are like 1,000 cars on the line.
Eventually, they walked almost 10 miles to arrive at the border of Poland.
They're like, boys, you have to walk for like 5 more kilometers. You need something.
So we did arrive to one of the first border crossings. That was where we had a terrible night.
It's a lot of stress here, so much stress. People have been here, it's very, very cold. It's freezing out here, but we'll see how it goes.
AJ needed help. Surprisingly, help came to him from a small basement in an Atlanta, Georgia suburb.
Good evening, everyone. My name is AJ, so I've crossed a couple of days back.
AJ stumbled onto the Twitter space Black Foreigners Ukraine that had been started by Glory Atachua, better known as Dua, within 24 hours from when the war began.
Welcome to our Twitter spaces. This is us, BFU, aka Black Foreigners in Ukraine.
So your school in Ukraine resumed classes online?
You might be having a class with a teacher, and then the teacher will tell you that they're having like air siren alarm, so they have to go to the shelter.
Dua is an artist and musician. She lives with her parents in Atlanta, and moved by footage of Black and brown people being abused while trying to flee Ukraine, Dua launched Black Foreigners in Ukraine, a global digital network helping Black people caught up in the Ukraine war. The group sends money and coordinates transportation and shelter to students stranded in Poland, Hungary, Germany, and even to some still in Ukraine.
There's 27 of us in that group. We can say we've helped at least 300 people, if not more.
Please, we need help.
How many people is it? How many people?
We're 19. We're 19 and...
So what's the need? We need to know your need.
Here's how it works. A student will reach out to Black Foreigners in Ukraine on Twitter. They may need help with transportation or money for housing, and then Dua will video call them and verify. Eventually, they will get the student with the funds that they need. Black Foreigners in Ukraine has raised about $60,000 via crypto wallet and GoFundMe donations.
Just random people just helping you. That's something incredible. My next steps are I would want to figure out where I'm able to go and school in an affordable place, hopefully, because I do not have plans of going back to Nigeria.
It's very personal. This is my dad. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is him when he first came to America as a student. Just the conversation that we were having with AJ downstairs, and just some of the things that they're going through.
But because it's Africa, nobody cares, and nobody is even ready to sympathize. With this type of awareness and sensitivity, it is hopeful that more of your type of group will spring up in future.
This is one of the calls we got yesterday of a family that's stuck in Ukraine. 4 kids and a wife that are all stuck right where there's active fighting and all these things going on. This is what we're dealing with every day, and we're literally just regular civilians. We're not professional rescue people. We're not. This is not our day jobs. I'm an artist. I'm a singer. I'm a content creator. We have a journalist. We have an activist. We have a student, regular student.
Thank you, BFU. Thank you for everything. Thank you for bringing us here.
Humanitarian aid agencies need to step up. I thought maybe, it was just going to be on a small scale, but I can see myself doing it a little longer. So yes, I'm in Atlanta. I'm in a quiet, nice neighborhood, but literally our mind is still there. Okay, I gotta wake up and check my messages. What's happening now? What's the news? Just thinking that your brothers and sisters are stranded or people are in a war.
Dua is in the process of registering Black foreigners in Ukraine as an NGO. They're also teaming up with professionals to provide mental health support panels and legal aid for the displaced foreign students.
I'm still not in my right mind. There's the uncertainty of how life is going, because suddenly you had your life plan, right? And then next morning you're not sure of your schooling, you're not sure of a place to stay. There's just a lot of emotions that are just weighing everybody down.
They're in a state of limbo right now, so we started to rethink of, okay, the students that we've helped, where are they? So it's not like we brought them out of the war and just didn't call them again, didn't check on them again, abandoned them. If anybody needs to talk to a doctor, talk to a therapist, anything, just reach out, let us know. All right, thank you, AJ. It was great talking with you and catching up with you, and we'll keep in touch.
All right, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.